I want to switch gears over to Kevin Love, certainly been in the headlines recently. He addressed all of his recent incidents and his reported tension with Cavs GM Koby Altman in a news conference yesterday. Take a listen to that.
You know, I was frustrated and let my emotions get the best of me. You know, wasn't acting like a 31-year-old. I was acting like a 13-year-old. So, you know, whatever talk of, shoot around the other day, me being pissed off and upset, I mean, sure I was about how the giving of a fine, not getting the fine, it was, how it was handled in telling me that I was fined. And I went in there and talked to Koby about it in conversation. Came to the arena, Koby and I were great, gave him a pound right when I came in. There was no altercation, there was no screaming match, you can ask him. And, that's what it was. So.
I should say
give him a pound and a check.
That's after shoot around at their practice facility, so not quite as serious as a press conference. He did. I'm just going to say it. The reported quote in that story where he said to Koby Altman, "Go ahead, I've got plenty of money."
That was from
last year. Right. Yes. I'm just saying that we just found out about this in early January of 2020.
Could be quote of the year.
And it is already on the docket for quote of the year of a player saying to GM, threatening to fine him, even taking him out of this particular situation.
That's what
with Koby and Kevin
said when I challenged him to horse over there.
Right. He's like, "Go ahead, I've got plenty of money." Brian, do you believe Kevin sort of putting the nice broad brush over this and being like, "It's fine, I gave him a pound, we're all good"?
Nope. I do think they've called a truce, which is better for all parties.
Yes.
Kevin has to help the Cavs help him. At the end of the day, there's a major thing here. Koby Altman, first off, Kevin, when he re-signed, thought that the Cavs were going to be competitive. And within days of the start of the last season, they completely changed their track. And Kevin holds animosity over that. Koby was the one who executed the $120 million extension and would like Kevin Love to act like the franchise player, regardless of the record, for the $120 million.
Sure.
And so both of them, frankly, have a point. Both of them probably have something that they kind of owe the other guy. But at the end of the day, for this to work, for Kevin Love to be traded, it's going to have to be because some team wants Kevin Love. The Cavs are not just going to give him away. And they have made that crystal clear to Kevin. If you want to be out of here, don't think that you're going to be able to pout your way out of here and we're just going to trade you to get rid of you. If we have to wait until next summer or next fall or next season to trade you, we will. And so I think Kevin knows that. And I think for the most part, he's tried to be a good guy, but he's struggled a little bit at times this season. We've had another incident in this last week.
I mean, Scottie, you have in your playing history, I don't want to name any names, but there have been some general managers that maybe you didn't see eye to eye with. I'm going to delicately put it that way. How do you deal with that?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a tough situation for Kevin because he came into this situation thinking that he'll be playing with Kyrie, LeBron. He left Minnesota. He signed that extension thinking like, hey, I'm going to be with a winning team for a long time. And now everything has shifted. So I think right now, yes, you have to be professional, but there's both sides to blame. Kevin wants to be in a winning situation. So whatever he had to do the last few days to kick it under the rug, he did it. But I feel Kevin Love wants out of there. He wants an opportunity to go win and play postseason basketball. Playing in Cleveland, I'm sure he would rather be back in Minnesota. It's a tough city to live in, but when you're losing, it makes it that much tougher.
I mean, this is the flip side of the player empowerment era that we keep talking about these last few years. Yes, players are making more money than they've ever made before and have more say in some ways with the length of contracts that they do and sort of the mobility that gives them. But it's really the only top most elite players who can sit there and say, I want out of here now, get me out of here. Because those elite players, for any amount of money they're being paid, other teams are interested in having them.
They're different to make.
For the next level of guys down who are still stars, all stars in this league, look, Chris Paul is facing this when he walked into the door of the Oklahoma City Thunder. It might not have been, as you said, his first choice of the kind of team to be in, but he wasn't still in that very top 5 level of guy who could just wave his wand and say, I want out of here.
And both Kevin and Chris knew what they were doing when they signed those contracts. They knew that they were going to lose a little bit of power going forward, and this is what's happened.
What do we say? That's what the money is for. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.